Also, really excited that this video is kindly sponsored by Maev, which is the food that we have been feeding Dingo ever since his surgery. They make the only human-grade protein-rich raw dog food, and Dingo and RP both have been just absolutely loving this food, y'all. It is frozen, it is super, super easy to scoop, and it is really mess and hassle-free. I know I mentioned it to y'all last time. I was really on the hunt for just a better quality food to be feeding both of our dogs instead of kibble that also wouldn't be a nightmare to feed. I feel like I've looked at other brands before and they just seem really messy and gross, and I don't like that. With Maev, it's just so easy to feed the dogs food that is going to actually be really, really great for them. You know, pet nutrition is something that is really important to Hayden and I also mentioned that last time, but Maev just uses such high quality protein and other ingredients that you can actually name and that's actually appropriate for dogs, which I really appreciate. They also have different formulas kind of depending on what you're looking for. They have one for skin and coat, they have one for digestion. I've been feeding the boys their digestion formula. They both really love it and didn't have any issues getting adjusted to it, which I love. Like, you really don't want to be dealing with tummy issues when you're switching to a new food, and I didn't have any issues when we switched to Maev. And since they've been using the food for longer as well, I'm like really happy to report back on changes that I've seen since they have started using Maev. Obviously, their skin and their coat has been looking so much shinier and nicer than it normally is. I was expecting that to happen, and of course it did, but I think the biggest thing is that Dingo's breath is so much better. I honestly used to just think it was because he was getting older that he had bad breath, but Hayden has told me that ever since he was a puppy, he's had bad breath, even despite dentals and despite taking care of his teeth. So seeing that improvement in his breath is just exactly what I'd personally like to see. If you are looking for ways to decrease your dog's stinky breath, or you're just interested in giving your dog a really amazing, high quality, high protein food, feel free to click the link in my description down below and use code Chandler for 20% off your first order, or use the QR code on screen.